Welcome back, Legionnaires, to Tips and Tricks for Rome Total War with Joe. And in episode 5, we are going to be playing the pre-Marrian Siege attack force. So, we're going to be playing as the Romans on, as you can see, the thing. And I'm going to buff this up to 11,000 again. Not because it doesn't really matter what money we have, because that's really for like online thing. But we're going to be fighting the Gallic again, and I'm just going to randomise a Gaul army again. If I find one that looks cool. I want one that's not cavalry heavy with fucking barbarian warlords. Give them that, and I'll give them an extra unit of spears to counteract me a bit. So we're going to have an early Roman general. We're going to be having two ports of entry, 4 Hastati, 4 Principes, and 4 Triarii. That is a standard Roman build. You need that. Admittedly, it doesn't cost that much, and we've nearly outnumbered them with just infantry. I want some archers and velites. That's going to be pretty much the main line, and then 2 units of equites. So this is our attacking force. Their troops are a lot more expensive, and I'm actually going to make their army myself because they're not going to be late army. They're going to be young army. They're going to be new, like. I'm going to build the type of troops you'd normally see. I don't think I'm going to put some of them in. Some of them are chosen swordsmen, some skirmishers. See, I want to show the army off to be more of what it would be, so like a bigger build. And they're actually 190 out, so I'm going to actually just add that 190 in, just to make it easier for them. So we've still not actually hit the quota of amount of money we could spend. But this is going to be... I use Rome. I didn't use a Roman general unit, I used a Roman cavalry. Not equites. I don't know if these are... Yeah, they're auxiliary, so they're not... They're after the Marrian reform. So we're going to use our equites. This is going to be our... This is going to be our army, so let's get on the battle map and show you what we do. So, wait, before I do actually, if you are strapped for cash and you, like if you're in the thing and you really need to take settlement quickly, and you don't have access to Triarii, just buff up 1 unit for a Hastati and Principes, and that'll pretty much make up for it. Try and get some more velites and cavalry if you can. You probably won't have archers either. But if you do, so if you play in the Darth Mod and you have the expansion, you should be able to get Triarii pretty much straight away, so you'll be able to use this formation. If not, if you're in a city which you can't, just get rid of the Triarii and buff up with the Principes and Hastati. But this is going to be like a preferred. This is going to be what you need for a proper army. This is what you want to aim for, really. So we're going to be using this. I'm going to probably not use most of the troops, but you want this at least. This is a standard army. This is what you want as your standard armies, and you want multiple of these. You definitely want this amount of troops. If you want to cut the costs a bit, just get rid of the Triarii and buff up the 1 unit, like I said, of Hastati and Principes, and that'll be pretty much just good enough. So let's go in the battle and let's show you the way we're going to start up this lines. We're going to be using the Hastati to push our rams, which is going to be useful. We're going to hit our Principes next. And
let us offer praise
no way in hell.
Victory, and then let us arm ourselves.
Well, I just fucked myself over. We're going to be hitting in the same places we'd hit last time, even though this should really not be the same map, but I think it is. You would then want a unit of Hastati behind each of them. To be honest, I want them all nice and thin. Actually, no, I don't. They'll be more vulnerable to archery fire until we get in. But when you are we're gonna try and pull off the defensive strategy again. By try, I mean we're gonna pull it off. It's not really about trying anymore. Once you've done it once, you can pull it off more than once. Put it that way. Your Triarii you want further to the back because then you're not gonna be really using them. If you know what I mean, they're there. We are going to make the defensive line with them, so the cavalry they've got won't be any effective to us. I accidentally just started it, which is a big of a flaw of mine, but luckily I'm just going to try and line my men up a bit better. I'm going to put them into positions where they need to be. And the army's not going to set off until they are, they've set off. Oh shit, I said that wrong. That's better. The Velites, we're actually going to keep back in two. Well, no, one per army still, but we're going to keep behind our men. Because we don't really want them to be using. I'm sorry that you can't actually see what I'm doing, and I actually. No, that would be stupid. Put the cavalry one by one behind each line, so you can have your cavalry support. And we're gonna put again. We want the big general on the bigger open. So run. We want everyone to run, and as it says again, we're still vastly outmatched compared to the garrison army. Let's just let everyone hurry up and get reformed. Right, that's that done. So we want everything there. We're just going to click them. Please tell me the line's not going to be sloppy when I put them up. Fuck sake, the line's sloppy. But the starter. I do apologise, guys. This one does seem to be going a bit worse than I unfortunately wanted it to. Put the Velites next. Start Velite. Thank you. That should be everyone there. So let's do this again. No, it's a bit too far forward. There we go. We'll just leave them there for now. Sorry about that, guys. I honestly didn't. That honestly is very unprofessional of me, but that's what happened. And hopefully they do not get enough fire shots off to burn down my. Yeah, that'd be very. Yeah, we got there. So.
Our soldiers are at the walls.
We are taking a lot of archery casualties, unfortunately, which we can't really do anything about. So.
The enemy gate is down. Our battering
Okay,
ram
so we're
is
gonna
God's
run
work.
these troops Aristatian. We just want them in front of the gate, really.
Roman
And
military
it's time to
engineering
have.
triumphs once more. The walls are down. Order your men on to victory. Our soldiers have captured the walls.
Do you mind,
now
like,
is the time
just
to
getting
press
off your
on
ram?
and capture this place.
We're gonna hopefully try and get in. Yeah, they're gonna fire. They're gonna literally send the brunt of their army in. So what you want to do is you're gonna get your Triarii, and we want to run them up to the gates. Now, admittedly, they are a lot better than your other men, but you want the Triarii there. You just want to charge in now, your men. You want to charge your Hastati in. You want to try and beat back their initial strike, because your men are going to be a lot weaker than them. And you also want to run your Velites up to pretty much one entrance. Now, you're going to be taking a lot of casualties. Well, on this flank we can get our Triarii in. So that's what you want to do. You want to put your Triarii in, but you want to face this way so that you're ready for anybody to charge you. Because Triarii, we need them to last. It looks like the chosen swordsmen have been pushed, wedged in, and dead, killed, really. But it looks like we're balancing the forces out pretty much. In some of them, they think they're going to win. When I get my Velites into action, they're not going to have a chance. The Velites actually cannot hit there. Let's see if we can hit them when we get there. Actually, I wanted you to form up, so it's going to have to reorganize you. Admittedly, they're going to be in a lot tighter formation, but this formation is going to work better like the Auxilia Force did. We're going to start throwing spears in, and javelins and that, to weaken their men. they've got forest and missiles. So I'm actually going to charge my Terrarii this time. Because we want them dead before they kill our men off. Are you able to start... It looks like we're starting to push back. Which is what I want my men to do, so we can get the Terrarii in and start up the defensive line. But I'm gonna use my spears to destroy them. Well, they're gonna use the swords for it, but yeah, look, they've got spears, which is why I did not know that, which means my cavalry did not have a chance at destroying them. I want them destroyed. We've got our nice leopard skin dude behind. My men are patiently waiting. Again, I'm going to actually push my Principes in here as my flanking force. I'm going to use all the Terrarii in one place, but I'm going to actually move up my men here behind the Terrarii. Because I want at least I want some more extra men to strengthen my Terrarii attack. Because I'm going to lose quite a few men attacking them. So their men are we're going to keep pouring back, which means we're going to keep them on push for now. But you want to keep pushing. You're going to lose a lot of Terrarii, other troops, but your Terrarii will be able to. You want these to actually? I want them to. I didn't want any of the other troops. Thank you. Okay, fuck it. I want you in single line, like thin line. I want you to try and hold the position you've been given. Yeah, you two, come and take over the killing of the warband, then, please. I'd rather have them all here, to be honest. So we're going to evacuate our own men out of there, and we're going to use our Terrarii to kill them with. I mean our Principes. Because we're taking a lot of Hastati casualties. And it'd be very good if we could get our Terrarii positioned before they did a big enough a charge to stop us from doing that. Oh, I want actually, yeah, believe you two. I want you to form up here now. Equites. And we are going to see now our men are starting to break because this one is going to be a lot harder because our troops are not as strong as the pre-Marrian after the Marrian reforms. And we're going to start getting our troops. Now our Terrarii are going to start being involved in the combat. We want to defend. Oh crap, they've got some men over here as well. You're going to start throwing? Yeah, you are. Hopefully in Rome 2 they don't just teleport into their hands.
The enemy general is slain.
But we've blown a massive blow into them.
It is time to press the attack.
But we've only got 2 start units left to be able to push with. Keep pushing. I'm pretty sure our Terrarii will push as much as they can. Right, there we go. Terrarii, we want to push our Terrarii up now. And to be honest, we want to keep charging with our Hastati. But if we can get our Terrarii in lined up ready already, we can do good. But we need to make sure that flank's good. But it looks like there has been a big massacre right there. Velites, archers, you're pretty much useless now. Velites, same again. So we don't have any range support now.
We're under attack.
I thought I saw a couple of spears on some of them, but it's not. I saw that, and for some reason it just got like above the shield. So you know what? Get in there and kill them off. We want them dead. Our Hastati are losing. But our Principes are now backing up our Terrarii. So we have a big spear wall for the enemy to break into. Which you are going to take a lot of Hastati casualties, but the main reason I brought Hastati is to ensure that nobody could get through us. To be honest, I'm actually just going to move them up and let my cavalry deal with that. Let my cavalry finish them off. Because we haven't got enough time to dawdle, really. We've not got archer superiority at all. They definitely have archer superiority now. But we do have our Principes down here. So we need to start advancing a lot. We need to start getting the flank maneuver off and finishing it. This is again, we're just using the same tactic, but with not as good troops. Unfortunately, we've got Triarii are extremely good, and as soon as we can, we need to start pushing them forward. Okay, we need to start now. I'm going to now run round for the stopping of so they can't actually flank us with troops anymore. So we pretty much own this part of the army now. We own this defensive flank, so they can't really flank us anymore at all. We've lost a lot of Triarii. Again, I'm going to push up the Triarii line. I'm going to use our men. I'm going to use these two men as a back buffer. And I'm actually going to bring our general in now, because I'm confident that with how many men we've already killed and what we can pretty much keep up the defensive. My infantry are getting ready to go round. So again, we're just using the same simple tactic, but we're going to take. Unfortunately, the army size differs. This army is a lot bigger than it was, but it's also a lot cheaper. So again, they're going to most barbarian factions and pretty much most. Well, as I said again in the last part, most enemies will run into you, so you can pretty much easily pull off any defensive formation. You've just got to really hope that your army is superior. Even if your army is not superior, again, our armies were not superior to this army. But we used like the walls in their cities to our advantage instead of theirs. And I'm going to quickly put these into a thin formation, and I'm going to clog up this road. Because a thinner formation will actually. Oh no, we left. That did not work out the way I planned, because we left a bit too much holes. I'm going to want you to push now. I want you to push into them. I think they've given up the assertive down here. So again, we're just going to push up. We're going to run up this line. We're going to run it up a bit less actually. Our cavalry really is just to guard the back of our troops. We don't really need them for the actual siege. Cavalry are pretty redundant when you start sieging. But you know what, I want you to defend yourself. I want you to let them push into you. Don't give up any ground you've gained. Again, they're going to go for another charge on our spears. And our spears are just going to go down, and because they're not on the hill yet, we've still got they've got no advantage against us. So really, we're just going to be poking them to death with our spears again. These men are not close enough in my opinion, so I'm going to bring them up. Again, same with the general, I want him up a bit more. And our Hastati is finally finished flanking, running away. By that I mean it's off the map. I want you into your position. Again, they've routed from our line. Unfortunately, most of them are not smart enough to realise that to keep attacking our line is pretty much their reason why they're losing. And their swordsmen have actually gone away. But remember, guys, sometimes you will need to use bait. You will bait them with your cavalry. So your cavalry is not redundant most of the time. You will bait them. So just remember that key skill, to bait them with your cavalry. Make sure you want to get them. You want to unfortunately let some of your men die, but you need that's how you're going to bait. You need to bait them. You need to let some of your men die. But only cavalry. It's only really cavalry you need to let die. Admittedly, that's going to be a crappy line to defend, easily line to defend. But it's going to complete our flanking maneuver, which I'm going to pursue now. After we've got another hit by another lot of them. In all fairness, even if we let them hit us, they'll have less man in the fit center for us to kill, so we can just literally finish our flanking maneuver. But our Principes is just running up with the chainmail armor, not these ones. So yeah, they're just hitting our line and breaking instantly now. Give our men a bit more morale. I still want you to run away though. I really don't want you back here. Yep, they've literally just like, oh no, look, a man with a shield and a crappy version of a gladius. Probably just a dagger, really. He knocked one of our men over and he died. Again, he's dead as well. They're just one hit and they're dead. That's it. We need to finish the line. Get the skirmishers. We can't let them get back. So yeah, you need to guard with your men with your cavalry. And pretty much everyone has finished attacking our line. So again, we're gonna bring our line up. We're gonna continue to do that. We're gonna bring these up as well. I don't know why I keep like selecting all. I keep double selecting it, so it selects everyone. But we need to start to capture this hill. Okay, no. Do not go around the flipping flank. We already own that flank because of our spearmen. Now, all we really need to do is keep them in the center. Because they're going to keep attacking our spear terraria, then we're not really going to we can't really do it as effectively I want to. And then now they have to start attacking ones that we're so close we could step on their center of city. Look at that, they just hit our shield and they flanked. They wanted to round. Yeah, they're sending another wave of troops. So if you could just pretty much just hold this part. What the fuck? Who's shooting at you? Oh, tower. Stupid tower. There's a lot of dead bodies though. Yeah, they've picked that flank to now start charging. We're going to show them why that was a bad idea. We're going to start using these Principes to where they'll need to go. Onto the flank of our Triarii. One flank's covered by building, one flank's open. And again, they're going to start charging our lines. Unfortunately, some of our men could not get spears down. So some are going to start using their sword. But again, it's not going to be really effective against us. They think that they're going to beat this line. Our men are extremely better. Well, they're not extremely better. They do have better quality troops in some aspects. Yeah, I don't want them to be able to get up around our troops now. They could have. They've got missiles left. Go finish them off. At least make them route into back over there, so I can like. That's all I wanted you to do. I just want to pretty much hold them into the center now, to give them a choice of nowhere to go, either charge or die. So this is all you really need to do, guys. You just need to secure them into the center. You will lose your society. Unfortunately, you will probably lose pretty much all of. I've never seen them use these troops. Well, I have, obviously, in previous parts. Previous episodes. Sorry, not parts. This is a show, not just a let's play. So, previous episodes we've seen them do this, but I've never really understood what they're about. So I might play a Gaul campaign in my spare time and figure out what they're about. So remember, guys, all these are being recorded well in advance of release. So I can release all season 1 on time, and I don't have to make too much feel too much of pressure if I when I forget about it, and I don't sometimes I'll forget to record and I'll be buggered. So I'm trying personally not to let that happen. So there's no point really not playing it on fast. We're playing it on slow motion, like normal play speed now. I don't know why. I'm gonna try and form them up again. Into now we pretty much own the center now. And now push even. I'm gonna push onto the center. I'm actually gonna show them how scary we can be. We're pushing it onto the center, which they will not take happily to. But it's either die or what I'm gonna just slowly do is push them off the center by just slowly moving up one line and leaving all this space for them just to get ready to be massacred. The problem is pushing them back is going to be a lot harder if I keep guard mode on. Taking guard mode off, we should be able to push them. Or, you know what, Terrarii, let's finish this off. Let's give them nowhere to go. I'm going to run my men in and just be like, you've got nowhere to go. We're just going to completely flank them. So guys, if you just want to finish them off quickly, just do that. But you want to try and get the flank. We lost a lot more men because we lost 4 whole units of Terrarii. Hastati, sorry. Yeah, we got some of them back. We've got quite a few of that Hastati back. But yeah. So guys, that's how you will use your pre-Marrian forces. If you can't use Terrarii, again, like I said, just use an extra unit of each Principe and Hastati, which will it'll make the battle a bit harder. But if you use a Principe to just use that defensive formation and try and send like most of your Hastati around, the flanking maneuver will have the same amount of damage. You just need to make sure you hold your troops and you use your cavalry a bit more engaging and hammer and anvil. So anyway, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Legionnaires, stay proud of the Shadow Legion.